Hello Bookers friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing a 2025 reset vlog. Since I've been on camera, so I don't really know what to do. I feel very awkward. Not awkward, but like I just don't know how to get back into it, you know? It is Sunday, January 5th at 6:15 p.m. and you're probably like, why are you starting a reset vlog on a Sunday? No clue, really. But let's catch up for a second, I guess, and then we'll talk about my to-do list for this reset vlog. Nothing insane has really happened in my life that you guys don't already know about. We did go to California for New Year's. We had the absolute best friggin' time ever. It was such a great trip and my mom got to cross a lot of things off her bucket list. We went down for the Rose Bowl parade, which is the parade that happens on New Year's Day, but we went to the band fest that was 2 days before because my mom loves marching bands. And then we last second decided to go to the Rose Bowl football game, which was Ohio State and Oregon. And it was so much fun. So I love that we did like a lot of spontaneous things on that trip. My mom had the absolute best time of her life. That was a bucket list trip for her, and she got to meet a lot of people from the Ohio State marching band, which she is obsessed with their marching band. So it was just overall like the perfect way to ring in a new year. We got back Thursday, so I don't even know how many days ago that was, 3 days ago or something like that, and I'm still adjusting to the time change. The whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have just been a clusterfuck of a couple days. Like I can't figure out what day it is, what time it is, where I am, what I'm doing, and I just feel like I can't get my shit together. So this week is gonna be about getting our shit back together, kind of prepping for a new year, getting ready to accomplish our goals for the year that I set, which I think I talked about in the last Vlogmas video that you would have seen. I talked about my 2025 goals, which is nothing major. It's really just focusing on my health and wellness, focusing on underconsumption and not buying so much shit that I clearly do not need, and using up what I have before I do allow myself to go out and buy stuff. So if you want to hear me talk more about my 2025 goals, definitely go check out the Vlogmas, I think it's week 4 video. But yeah, that is pretty much all that's happened. Oh, actually I lied. So in the Vlogmas, actually in pretty much all of my last couple videos, I have been talking about how I am getting off birth control, and I'm actually going on, is it 2 weeks at this point? Yes, I am 2 weeks off my birth control, and honestly, I don't really notice that much of a difference. I thought it was gonna be a drastic change, and it definitely has not been. I don't feel much different, really, and I think that's partially because, like, it's been the holidays, so I've been eating like shit. Then we were in California where I was, like, sleeping like shit and eating like shit and drinking and all of that. So I feel like this next couple of weeks is really gonna tell how I feel versus how I felt on birth control, you know? Not to be TMI, but to put it into perspective for you. So I got off my birth control on December 22nd, and then I got my period on like the 26th or the 27th. So I had it the first part of California, and I didn't notice that much of a difference in that time, but I think it was because I got off birth control like 3 days before I was supposed to get my period anyways. So I feel like when I get my period in January, that's how I will know and be able to determine if I'm doing better or not, or if it's the same, or if it didn't really matter. So that is really the only updates I have life-wise. We're just trying to get back on track. I worked on Friday, but I worked from home, and I kind of like gave myself a half day because I woke up at 11 a.m. because we went to bed at 2 a.m. and obviously we were adjusting to a time change. So I worked on Friday, but like it wasn't like full-blown working. I kind of just like answered anything that came through, which is totally fine. So tomorrow is kind of like our first day back. Chris has been off for the last 2 weeks, so tomorrow is his first day back at work too. So we're both getting Sunday scaries really bad. He is out of the house right now. That's why I decided to film this video and start it and get it going. In terms of reading, I finally finished An Ember in the Ashes by Sabathir, and I don't think it was the best book, but I can see the potential in the series, and I can see why people love the series so much. I'm definitely going to continue, but I'm not like rushing to get into the next book. I thought it was okay. It definitely did not need to be almost 500 pages, in my personal opinion. I feel like that book could have been 350 pages and it would have done the same exact thing, and then the other books could have gotten longer. I am going to continue on with the series, but just not right now. And then after I finished that on the plane ride home, I did quickly read Gargoyles, Just Want to Have Fun by Ava Ross. It's the 3rd book in the Monsterville USA series. It is literally just monster smut, but they're like cute little novellas. They're like 150 pages each. So I read that really quickly, gave it 4.5 stars. Really enjoyed. Can't wait to keep reading into this series. And then I decided to pick up Pucking Around by Emily Rath. And let me just tell you guys, I'm only 39 pages in and I love this book already. It's thick, but I feel like I'm not gonna mind it because I'm so into everything about this book. Let me tell you why. I opened to a random page just to see like what was happening in a random paragraph, right? I read something that I was like, what the hell is this book gonna get me into? And I loved every second of it. I am all for trying out all types of things in reading, you know, like experiencing new things through reading so I don't have to experience them myself, but like reading it makes me think like, holy fuck, like do people actually do this in real life? And when I read that paragraph, I was like, yeah, 100% I'm gonna start reading this right now. I started it last night. I didn't really read that much last night because my brain just like was not functioning. And I read a little bit more while we were over watching the Dallas game with Chris's dad today. Only 39 pages in, but I can tell I'm really gonna like this and hopefully I don't get bored, but we shall see. I love the main character, Rachel. I did read one Goodreads comment that said that they didn't like Rachel, but she's just like Hot Mess Express and like so real, and she's not afraid to like put these men in their place. So I kind of love that. So we'll keep you updated throughout the week as I continue reading this. But let's talk about my reset to-do list because I do have a decent amount. So on here, I have to do laundry. I have not done laundry since we got back. I let Chris do his laundry and I was like, you know, I'll get to it during the week at some point. I want to empty our dishwasher, which that's easy. I ran it last night and just have not had the time to unload it. And we want to change our sheets because we always change our sheets after we travel and go on an airplane because gross, but we have to do that. So Chris's mom and dad watched Louie while we were away in California, and she texted me when we were like on our way home and she was like, we're gonna hang out at your house on Sunday just so Louie will be home, but do you want me to take your Christmas decorations down? And I was like, absolutely, that would be lovely. So I came home to every single Christmas decoration being down, which it was kind of depressing because I came home and my trees were down. And I wasn't planning on taking those down just yet, but when she was like, I'll take it down, I was like, sure. That makes my life so much easier. But so she put everything in our kitchen and Chris and I brought it all downstairs. I just need to like organize it into the Christmas bins and put it away and be done with it. And then I need to flip over to our year-round decor. Long story short, throughout this year, I really want to get into thrifting and doing more like vintage, cozy cottagecore decor in my house. I want to get more into like doing DIYs and going thrifting and kind of giving items a second chance at life. I'm gonna put up what I have, and then as I kind of go throughout the days, weeks, months, whatever throughout this year, I'm gonna slowly kind of up my decor and kind of switch things out to kind of fit my vibe right now. Because right now my house is kind of just like farmhousey, and I kind of like a cozy cottage farmhouse, you know? So need to flip over to our year-round decor. I also want to show you guys my final 2024 book bullet journal flip through. So we'll do that at some point in this video where I'm literally just gonna flip through my journal and tell you my final stats. I need to film my top 12 books of 2024, edit that, get it posted for Wednesday. So I have a couple days to do that. I'm hoping I can film it tomorrow, edit it on Tuesday, and then it'll go up on Wednesday. Right now, I want to go through my reading room and do an unhaul because there's so many books in this room that I look at and I'm like, you know, I'm just not going to read that, and I know I'm not. Spoiler alert, probably in the month of February, we are going to move my reading room to the front room in our house where Louie sleeps, where Louie's little bench is, because this is hopefully gonna be the year that I get pregnant. I don't know, it depends. And if we do have a baby, this room becomes Chris's office, and then my reading room is gonna move out to there. So I was like, Chris, like, can I give myself a project in the winter and work on that with my parents or with you? So that way when I am pregnant or whatever, I don't have to stress about doing it and getting it done. And he was like, sure, if that makes you happy in the wintertime, go for it. I wanna kind of prepare for that. That way I'm not moving books that I know I'm just not gonna read. I don't wanna get all those bookshelves up in the front and then just have books on it to have books on it. Like, I want books on my shelves right now in my mind that I want to read. Like, I'm so sick of having full shelves. I'd rather have empty shelves but have books that I actually want to read and I know at some point I will get to them than just have like full shelves to have full shelves, you know? So right after I'm done yapping, because this has already been 11 friggin' minutes, I'm going to kind of go through my shelves and really be cutthroat about unhauling some books. I need to work on my Instagram and Vlogmas giveaway prizes. I did a little surprise giveaway on my Instagram. I already chose the winner, reached out to her, and it's just a blind date with a book and then a handmade bookmark by moi. So I need to work on that. And then I just messaged the Vlogmas winner and asked like how she wants me to contact her. So I need to get that prize squared away and mailed out. And that is it. So that was a very, very long intro. I'm very sorry you just had to sit through that, but it's been probably 2 weeks since I've picked up any type of camera and filmed myself talking. So I had a lot to say. I had a lot of yapping to do. I have a lot of YouTube videos to catch up on too, which I will be working on throughout the week while I'm out driving. I do have some books here that I did unhaul from just my December reads because I just didn't like them and or don't think I'm gonna read them. I have a lot of Christmassy books, a couple others that I'm just gonna get rid of. But I'm gonna go through my shelves right now and kind of do a little unhaul, and we'll briefly talk about the books in just a second. Okay, here's the current situation of all of the books I'm getting rid of. I actually feel like I did a decent job. Like every book that's on my shelf right now is one that I really want to read. Like everything I see on these shelves is something I really want to read. Hey, wow. And then I have a lot of empty space up on those shelves, so that's good. We could quickly go over the books I'm getting rid of. I'm not going to tell you what these are about because I don't want this video to be like that long. It's already going to be long, but I don't want it to be that long. I have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Just have no interest in reading. Forever Never by Lucy Score. Not a Lucy Score girl. The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I've had this for so long, have literally no interest in reading it anymore. I bought these at a used bookstore. I have books 1, 2, and 4 of the Grace and Gray series. I don't know why I do it. I have books 1 and 2 of a Lakeside Library mystery. They're just 2 cozy mysteries. I've had them for years, have no interest in reading them. I have 2 books from Emily St. John Mandel. I just don't think that her writing is for me. I'm not much of a lyrical, heartbreaking type of reader. I like to be entertained by murder, by sex, and or by something with romantic-y vibes. So I just don't think these are my 2 cups of tea. Spy Family. I've had this for so long and never read it and don't want to. Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, not a Ruth Ware fan. All the Lonely People by Mike Gale, tried to read it, could not do it. 2 random books, The Infects and The Honeyman and the Hunter, no interest again. Rouge by Mona Awad. This is one that I think I might keep actually. I think I'm gonna put this one back up because I have Bunny and I do want to read Rouge. I don't know why. This one's gonna be a little controversial. I tried to listen to this on audio and I just don't give a fuck how it ends, so we're unhauling her. Voices in the Snow by Darcy Coates. This sucked. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I enjoyed it, just don't need to own it. Didn't even read this. This is Make My Wish Come True. Should I keep this for next year? We'll keep this for next year. A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. I tried to listen to this on audio and just like did not care again. The Kingdom of Sweets by Erica Johansson. I don't really care for the Nutcracker story, so I don't need to be retold it. And then lastly, Only If You're Lucky by Stacey Willingham. I read 50% of this and did not care how it ended. It sucked. How many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. That makes me feel good because I got rid of 21 books. The only thing I need to do is now count, which I'm not going to do it now because I'm too lazy. I need to count how many unread books I have in this room because I need to update my Project TBR spread in my 2025 bullet journal, which I did not do yet. So I need to figure out how many unread books I have in this room. So getting rid of 21 before that because I'm pretty sure I ended 2025 with like 249. So now I'm down to like the 220s. Okay. So that feels good. I'm gonna go bring these downstairs. I think Chris moved my Vlogmas giveaway bag downstairs, so I gotta find that. We're gonna get the giveaway prizes together and see what I still have to make. I'm pretty sure I only have to make the beaded part of the bookmarks, but I might try something different for them. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna come back in and check in for the rest of the night because I'm tired. It is literally 6:50 and I'm exhausted. I took a 45-minute nap at Chris's parents' house too when we were watching football. I started reading and I would just like, my eyes were closing. Adjusting to a time change is so much harder than people act like it is. I never have an issue going specifically to the West Coast because you gain hours. Like you pretty much go back 3 hours in time, so you're gaining an extra 3 hours in your day. At least in my head, that's how it works. But coming back, losing those 3 hours is like detrimental to me right now. I'm gonna go downstairs, get the giveaway prizes situated, and then I will probably be back tomorrow morning. Okay, hi friends. I'm looking rough because I'm a little sweaty and this lighting is all off. I'm very sorry for this lighting. I just accomplished a couple things and I need to get my thoughts out. So I did my giveaways, so I can undo those. I did my unhaul, I can get rid of that. I just went through and counted how many books I have that are unread in my reading room right now. Somehow, some way, I definitely fucked up my numbers on my project TBR at the end of 2024. I put 241 and I currently have 266 unread books in this room. And I double counted everything. I counted all once. I was like, wait a second, that can't be right. So I went back through and literally wrote how like the different spots in my room and how many books were on each thing. So I don't know how I fucked it up so bad throughout the year. I think it's because I got so many books that I probably just like forgot about and didn't write down in my project TBR throughout the months and just somehow lost count. So that's great. But I'm starting 2025 with 266 unread books, which is awful. That's so many. I definitely don't need that many. Obviously, one of my goals in 2025 is to read through as much as I can of what I already own. Obviously, I talked about this in my last video, but one of my big things is I want to start using my library more and my Kindle more. Once I save $200 by reading on my Kindle, I can buy myself a new one. But that doesn't really help the fact that I have 266 unread books and I have a lot of new releases this year that I'm excited about. But I think what I'm gonna do and like try to do, sorry about this hair, it's just gonna have to be how it is. I think one of my biggest things for 2025 is just being mindful of the books I'm buying, not buying every single new release, because let's be honest, out of 10 releases, I'm probably gonna love and obsess and cry over one, maybe two of them. So like when a new book comes out, if I don't know if I like the author's writing or if I don't know if I'm gonna like that story, somehow, some way, get it for free, either through Libby, Audible, or my library. There's obviously a couple books, like the third book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver and Lila Sage's new book. I'm gonna buy those. Like it's a non-negotiable. Sarah Beth Durst is coming out with a new book. The second book to When the Moon Hatch is coming out. Those are non-negotiables that I can buy. But these books that I'm kind of like iffy on and don't know if I'm gonna love or don't know if I already love the author's writing. Sorry, this is driving me crazy. Like, I don't have to buy those, you know? I can use other resources or just not read them. I don't know. Being really mindful going into 2025, specifically after seeing how many books I still have unread on my shelves. I thought I was gonna be down to like 220. That is it for the day, seriously, this time. Over the next couple of days, we will work on getting the rest of this list done. So we have laundry, dishwasher, sheets, put away, Christmas decor, put up year-round decor, which that probably won't take me that long. I don't really have that much year-round decor. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna put it up. I'll just leave my house a little more on the empty side. I have to do my bullet journal flip through, which maybe I'll do on, I don't know what day. And then I need to film my top 12 books of 2024, which I'll probably do that tomorrow. So, hoping I can finish this video within like 2 to 3 days and have it up on a Sunday for you guys. Not this Sunday, obviously. To look forward just for myself, because by the time you see this, it'll already be up. It is January 5th when I am starting this. I posted my first TBR video for January with my jar picks. So if you want to see that, go check it out. On Wednesday the 8th, you will see the top 12 books of 2024. On Sunday, hello, January 12th, you will see this video, the reset video, and I'm actually going away the 12th to the 17th. I have a training for work in Salt Lake City, Utah, which I'm so pumped about. Super sad Chris can't make it. He usually meets me when I have like trainings in other places, but he can't make it, so I don't know what kind of video I'll have for the 15th. Maybe I can film a reading vlog this week and I can post that on the 15th, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a swapping screen time for reading. What's my screen time right now? I'm scared. Okay, so let's look into this a little bit more. It says 4 hours and 41 minutes, but I don't consider YouTube part of screen time because it's not like I'm sitting there scrolling for hours. It's really Instagram, TikTok that are my main culprits. So I spent 19 minutes in notes. That's kind of wild. What the fuck was I doing in my notes for 19 minutes? Oh, it's probably from California. I was in my notes nonstop. Okay, so if I wanted to do swapping my screen time for reading, it says social screen time, aka social media, was 1 hour and 55 minutes. So maybe we'll do swapping my screen time for reading and we'll read 2 hours a day. I guess we could do it Monday to Saturday maybe? Yeah, let's do that. We'll start it tomorrow, so we'll have to read, it's really 1 hour and 55 minutes, but we'll do 2 hours. Be on the lookout for that video. Watch me not film it and it be something completely different, but there will be a video up. I just don't know what. I should probably figure out something for the 19th then. I'll have to pre-film because I don't get home till Friday the 17th. That would only leave me Saturday to film, edit, and schedule a video. So maybe I'll think of something else I can pre-film. That'll be easy. I don't know. I have no idea. My brain can't think that far ahead right now. But yeah, I'm gonna chillax for the night. I'm gonna get to some more reading of Pucking Around by Emily Rath. I want to get to some of the smut. That would be lovely if it just like started out strong, but I don't think the smut starts until like halfway through. We'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Also, one more thing. So you guys know I already love Wicked, right? The Golden Globes are on tonight, and if Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, and the whole movie don't win every fucking award they are nominated for, that shit is rigged. They deserve every friggin' award because it is so good. I watched it the other night. Me and my sister actually watched on New Year's Eve when we were in California. We watched the songs we liked the most, sang along with them, and then we let the boys go back to football. I watched it again on Friday night and sobbed my ass out. So we'll definitely be watching the Golden Globes, and if it doesn't get every single award it's nominated for, it's rigged. Okay, hello friends. It is the next day. It is Monday. I just got home from work. I attempted to make myself a little like salad, but I think the salad dressing tastes disgusting, so now I don't want to eat it. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch now, which sucks because I want to be healthy. Anyways, last night Chris and I ended up changing our sheets, so I can cross that off our little to-do list for today. What I'm gonna do right now is go downstairs, sort my laundry out, and start a load. And while I'm doing that, I think I'm gonna put my Christmas decor away. And I'm not gonna declutter, like organize it in any specific way. I'm literally just gonna put it wherever it can fit so I can be fucking done with it. I will probably slowly but surely bring up my year-round decor because like I said, I slowly wanna like re-up my decor. And I don't really have that much year-round stuff. So I'm gonna kind of just like slowly but surely bring up the things that I know I like and I still want to keep. And then if I look at something and I'm like, this doesn't really fit my vibe anymore, I'm just gonna leave it downstairs and it's gonna be what it is. We're gonna go do that, and then I think once I'm done with that, I'll probably do my bullet journal flip through. The only other thing I'll need to do, oh, I also need to film my top 12 books of 2024, which I'm gonna do today as well, and then empty the dishwasher. So I'm hoping that I can finish this video today. I got home a little bit earlier than expected, so I feel like I have some time to really get all this stuff done, so that way after today I will feel much better about going into the rest of the week. I know I touched briefly on it yesterday, but I do have another trip for work coming up I leave on Sunday at like 3:30 and I don't get home till Friday. So like I traveled and then I had like a week and a half home and then I'm traveling again. That stresses me out because I hate being away from my house and I hate being away from Louie, hate being away from Chris. So it's like a whole thing. So I need to mentally prepare myself for that. And then obviously this weekend I will need to pack, which I'm not gonna be filming for that, I don't think. I don't know. And I also want to start a reading vlog because I should just go get the book, shouldn't I? I did some reading last night of Pucking Around and I got to page 70, so I've read about, what was I on? Like 31 pages last night. I am loving this book. I will talk more about it in that reading vlog. So if you want to see that, make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell on for my channel so you're notified on Wednesday when it is uploaded. But I am just like itching to get back into reading this, which I haven't felt like that about a book in a very long time. I went through a pretty massive reading slump for the months of November and December. Like I just didn't want to read at all. Now that I like want to sit down and do nothing but read, I want to get all this shit done so I can just veg out for the rest of the night and just read. I also should take Louis. It's really cold, first of all. Let me just put that out there. I should take him for you know what. But it's too cold. He'll probably burn his fucking paws off from it being so cold. But in his mind, he's like, I don't care. I still want to go. So I'm thinking that at around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, I will probably bring him to Saddlewood, which is the elementary school that's right in our neighborhood, and just let him run around off leash and bring like his Nerf ball thrower thing. Just get some of that energy out because I can't take him for a WALK, but he needs to like run around, do some sniffing and whatever dogs do. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna go do some laundry, put some decor away, and then we will be back at some point. Hello friends, we are back. I just threw in one load of laundry and organized and put away my Christmas decor. I brought up pretty much the stuff that I noticed missing the most from my year-round decor, which is my table runner on our dining room table and the little table between the two chairs in our front room. So I brought that up and I feel pretty accomplished. So we're gonna take that off our list. We're in the process of doing laundry. I still gotta empty my dishwasher, which I don't feel like doing right now. I'll do that in a little bit. And then I think right now we're gonna go through my final flip through of my 2024 reading journal because she is done. Towards the end of this year, I kind of gave up because I didn't give a shit about reading whatsoever. So November and December spreads are definitely a lot less interactive than the other spreads, which you will see. So let's not waste any more time and let's do the final flip through of my 2024 book bullet journal. Here is my 2024 bullet journal, the Dingbats A5 dotted journal. I love this. I got a new one for this year, and if you want to see a flip through and a whole dedicated video to my 2025 book bullet journal, it is up on my channel. It's probably one of the videos I am the most proud of, and I am absolutely obsessed with my 2025 reading journal. So let's just go right through this. First, open up to my 2024 reading journal, just intro page. I love how simple I kept this. My 2025 one is so much better. So then we have just our reference page, which has the size of the books I print out and my color rating system. I have my yearly read, so my goal versus my actual for the last 2 years. My reading goals, which we're just gonna ignore those. This page is my yearly stats, which obviously I filled out each month with how many books, how many for physical, audio, ebook, 5-star DNFs. So I ended the year reading 111 books, 59 which were physical books, 40 audio books, 11 ebooks. I had 14 5-stars and 28 DNFs. Then we go to my book bracket, which this page kind of pisses me off when you get into like these months. Obviously I put my favorite book from each month here, and then we do the battle of the books, and spoiler alert, my favorite book from 2024 was Wild Love by Elsie Silver. The reason I say that this spread pisses me off is because these 3 books right here are not necessarily my favorite books in my top books of the year. Like this Icebreaker specifically will not make my top books of 2025. Nope, 2024, which I'm gonna film, and neither will Phantasma, because I just, like, the last 3 months of the year, I just did not care about reading, and I didn't fall in love with any books. So these 3 right here will definitely not make my top 12, which you'll see that video at some point. You'll have already seen that video, sorry. It's already posted, so go check it out, but just know that these 3 books were not on that list. And obviously, I wrote down the titles, and then eventually as the months went on, you pitted them against each other, and Wild Love by Elsie Silver was actually my favorite book of 2024. Next, I went to my monthly ratings, so I just wrote how many of each rating I had. This is where I listed all my 5-star favorites. I only put 1 spread. Is this 14? 5, 10, yeah, I guess so. I only put 1 page for this, and then I did an honorable mentions page in my 2025 journal. These pages I did not use. I listed all my DNFs. These are all the days I finished a book. You can tell December was rough, and so was November. This is my book goals. I think I fucked up the number somewhere along the line, but Goodreads said that I read 111 books, so we're gonna go with it. And these are color coded by audio, physical, or Kindle. My book of the month spread I did differently in 2025. This year I just put all the books that I got, and then I did this challenge. I hate this part of the spread, so I did not do this year. My project TBR. So in the beginning of 2024, I went through and counted how many physical books I had on my TBR that have not been read, and it was a whopping 269. And then each month I kept track of how many books I bought, how many I received, how many I read, and how many I unhauled. And at the end of 2024, I had 241 books left on my physical TBR, which I don't think I accurately tracked this in 2024, because when I went to update this spread in my 2025 journal, this number and the number I started with do not match. So I don't know what happened here, but I like the spread. These are 2 spreads I did not end up liking. I did read books to earn books, and I would, like, the theory was I was supposed to color in these, and then once I filled up a shelf, I could earn myself and buy a book, but that clearly did not work. My form of reading, oh, just kidding. I did use this one. I did physical, audio, e-library. I did like this, but I did not do this again. tracked all my audiobooks. I tried to do a genre tracker, but this did not work for me because there's just too many subgenres and it just didn't work. My series tracker, this spread filled up very quickly for me in 2024 because I well surpassed my booktube goal. So did that again this year. Did not use this library savings. Here is my 24 in 2024. I unhauled a lot of the books I did not read from this, except for like a couple, like Promise Me This by Hannah Bird I did not get rid of. Crescent City I did not get rid of. But pretty much all of the other ones I didn't read, I did unhaul. This is one of my favorite spreads I think I've ever done. It's my monthly wrap-ups where I'm clearly holding the picture, and I will definitely be doing this again in 2025. You can tell August, November. December doesn't look that bad, but I pretty much hated all of these books that I read. Were pretty rough months. Like, these are regular months for me, so. Those are all my yearly spreads. Now let's go into my monthly spreads. I'm just going to go through these quickly. At the beginning of the year, I started out strong with like tracking my reads and thought I would do something cool, but it didn't end up working. So this is January. These are the books I read in January. And then in February, I realized I just wanted to keep it simple to 2 spreads. So that's what I did. So here's February, March, April, May, June. I love this spread. I love how this came out. July, August, rough month, September, October. This is where I started to not care. Like, if you can see, I put like audiobook stickers and ebook stickers and star stickers and filled it out. November, I said, fuck that, I'm not doing it. I clearly had a rough reading month. And December, I also decided to not add any fun stickers. But I love the layout. Oops, I was supposed to color these in black, but that's fine. I used wrapping paper that my aunt used for me as the backdrop of this, and then this came on a little present I got this year. I think this spread is so cute, I just did not care. So that is my 2024 book bullet journal flip through. Okay, so now that that's done, we could also zoom out. Oh, now my battery's gonna die. Fantastic. Okay, so quickly before my battery dies, let's see what I have left to do on my list. I need to film the top 12 books of 2024, which I might do right now. Just get it over with, and then I really only need to finish out my laundry and empty the dishwasher, which I will throw in some B-roll of all of that. And then once I'm done with all my laundry and I put all the dishes away, I will come back to close out this 2025 reset vlog. Okay, also, I am an absolute terrible dog mom and I feel so shitty right now, but today is this boy's birthday. Louis, you're 7 years old today. You're getting old, man. You still act like a puppy though. It's your birthday. He's like, I don't know what you're saying. So now we have to do something special for him today because he's my bestest boy. Even though he gives me a lot of headaches because he's got a yucky belly. Happy birthday, Bubby. Birthday boy. You tell the people that your mommy took you for an adventure. You got to sniff even though it was friggin' freezing. And then you came home and had your dinner. Right? And then you just had some water and now you have your ball. Say, even though my mom almost forgot my birthday, oh, it was still a pretty good day, huh? You're a good boy. Look at that little wiggly tail he's got going on. You're a good boy. Now you're not gonna wiggle your tail? You're not a happy boy? Okay, got it. I was gonna say watch the second I start recording myself. He's gonna be needy and want attention. Okay, it is now going on 5:30. Going on 5:30. I switched over my laundry. I think that was the last thing you saw. I emptied the dishwasher. I just put away my first load of laundry, and I actually took Louis to Saddlewood, let him run around, threw his ball with him for like 30 minutes. He was fine. He came home, had dinner, and here we are. So the only thing I have left to do is I have one load of laundry in the dryer, one in the washer, and I'm not gonna record myself switching it over and putting it away because I wanna close out this video, and that gets a little boring to see after a while. So I also got rid of a couple pieces of clothing, which is like not that fun. It was like 6 maybe. But I had a moment this past weekend, I think it was on Saturday, where I had to get dressed to go to something, and I was just like, I fucking hate everything in my closet. So I was like, I'm gonna do a massive declutter at some point. And then I just was going through my clothes and I was like, well, I like all these and I would wear all these. And it's like, yeah, girl, but they're not for the right occasion. I have more comfy, cozy clothes than I have like clothes for certain events, you know? So I need to figure that out. But that is the end of this video. I'm gonna chillax for the rest of the night. I'm exhausted. I'm still adjusting to coming back to working. Today was obviously like my first real day back driving in the field since Christmas Eve, really, is the last time I drove for work. And I am exhausted and I want to start reading, and I want to start a reading vlog for this where I swap my screen time for reading. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know if it's really going to be a swapping screen time for reading, but that's what we're going to attempt to do. That is this reset vlog. It feels great being in a new year. I feel like the new year was on a weekday. The actual year of 2025 did not start until today. We got back from California on Thursday and Chris was like, all right, diet starts. And I was like, yeah, but who starts a diet on a Friday, a Saturday, and or a Sunday? So we had our fun over the weekend. Chris called me last night. He's like, well, since we're like watching what we eat going forward, do you want me to stop and get candy? And I was like, absolutely. So today is technically, realistically, what I'm considering the very first of the year. So we had a productive couple of days between yesterday and today. I got a lot done. I got pretty much everything done. Not pretty much, I got everything done that I wanted to, and it's only 5 o'clock, and Chris officially starts studying for his CFP, meaning he's gonna be doing early mornings, late nights. So I don't know what time he'll be home, but I have the next couple of hours to just chillax and do absolutely nothing. The only thing I need to do is cook dinner, which I might just throw some rice in the rice cooker and do some breaded chicken and a veggie, which is relatively easy for me, but we're gonna worry about that at like 5:45. It'll be ready by 6:30. I hope you enjoyed this reset vlog. It was a little more on the chatty side than it was like B-roll actually doing stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it regardless. Let me know how you reset for a new year. What's one thing you do that helps you get ready for a new year? I feel like for me, in a normal sense, it would probably be like finishing out my journal and kind of looking forward to like 2025 goals, but because we were away when the new year happened, I feel like I'm kind of all out of sorts. Like I feel like I'm not in a new year, and I feel like I just can't get my shit together because we were away for New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. Kind of throw me off. Don't know if I ever want to go away for this holiday ever again because it's just like odd. Let me know how you reset. What's your reset routine? And that is it for this video. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.